All right, so I wanted to talk about string gauges. Should you have heavy strings on your guitar, or should you have light strings on your guitar? And by light, I'm not talking about like eight or nines. I'm talking about more like tens or 11 versus anything over 12. So historically, at least for me, I've often used, I'd say 99.9% of my guitar playing live, I've used 12s or above, and I've probably used even 14s at some point. So, how did I come about that way? So, I think for me, the players that I liked always used very, very heavy strings, at least when I read about them. So I know George Benson used like 12s, 13s, and even 14. Pat Martino used 13s and over. There are a lot of great players that I believe use light strings. Ed Bickert is one. I think he used about tens and things of that nature. So what are the differences in terms of that? I think people feel like for jazz, higher gauge strings give you a fatter tone. That's predominantly what most people think. I kind of starting to believe that's not necessarily the case. It's your right hand and the touch that you have in it and stuff like that. So I just restrung this guitar and I had it set up. And these are strung with 11s, but with a wound G, and they're not flat wounds. And what things that I'm noticing is that you actually can get a lot of really good dynamics with lighter strings. That's the first thing. The other thing is that you have to have a light touch. If you are a heavy picker and you don't relax your hands, chances are you probably need to, be in a 12 or better from that perspective. What I like about it, or at least what I'm liking about it, is I think I can still get a fat tone out of it, but the dynamics that I'm getting seem to be somewhat improved with the lighter strings. I don't know if I'm consciously in my mind, I'm just playing a little bit lighter, but I can get more emphasis on a couple of different notes. And it's a lot easier to play legato style. So I have a tendency, instead of picking every note, to play more legato style, so things of that nature. Anyway, I guess the bottom line is whatever feels comfortable for you. I think you can get a good jazz tone off of flat ones, obviously, as well as round wounds, and you probably can get them off of nines and tens. Not you probably, you definitely can. So it's not a question of which is better. It's a question of which gauge strings make you feel more comfortable, that allows you to play the music that you want to play. And then just based upon that, experiment a little bit. If you are using tens, try 12s. If you're using 12, try tens and experiment, and it will affect your playing. And so what I'm finding out right now, just from the couple of hours I've played with this thing, I'm strung with 11 and non totally flat wounds, is that it's helping me improve my dynamics, and it's also making me have a much lighter touch on the guitar, which I don't know if it's a better or worse, but it's different, and we're always trying to, improve on things and make things a little bit different. All right, then. Thank you for watching. Bye now.